Okay, so in this video, I wanted to create a Scratchpad for my Brave browser. So it's not difficult to do it. You basically just create a Scratchpad for Brave, like any other Scratchpad. As you can see, here's a Scratchpad for the terminal. I've created one for notes. So for Brave, it's pretty much the same concept. But I didn't want Brave to be a normal Scratchpad in the sense that it floats on top of other windows. I want it to tile with the other windows when I call it, and then when I send it away, the other windows should be tiled correctly. So it shouldn't float. That's basically what I'm saying. But as far as I know, with the special workspaces, you can only float Scratchpads. So Scratchpads can't really tile. So I don't know if they can, but I've tried. I couldn't figure it out. So they usually just floats because that's the whole idea of it. You bring them in, do something quickly, and then send them away. But I don't want that. So what I had to do was take Brave and then send it to a normal workspace. That's it. As you can see, my normal workspaces, there's usually from 1 to 10, but they can be infinite. And what I wanted to do is just send Brave to any of these normal workspaces, usually the last one, like 9 or something. That is basically how that works. So let's try it out. So if I open a terminal, okay, so the terminal takes up the whole screen like I want it. You can set it to just take up the middle section, but anyway. So now let's open Brave. So it's going to open Brave for the first time. It's not open anywhere else. So I'm just going to open it. That's why it takes a little bit longer and it will load now. Okay, so I'm using hyper scrolling. That's why it will put it in columns like this. So if I open another terminal, it will just, I'm in a file browser, it will just extend it to the right side because I have hyper scrolling installed and I like it. So it doesn't dwindle, but you can still drag stuff to dwindle. But that's how that is set up. So let's just close that one. So now Brave is here. I can now send it away by just pressing Super and B again, and it's sending it away. If you go to the overview, you will see that Brave is now down here in workspace 9, and I can bring it back again. It's already loaded. I didn't close it, nothing. If I let's open another terminal. Okay, so now there's 3 windows open here. As you can see, I use hyper scrolling because I have a small screen and it actually works quite well. So I can scroll between this. It's just next to each other. So if I send Brave away again, it will bring this window in. So it feels like a Scratchpad, but it still tiles. And that is pretty cool. But in order to do that, you have to have a little script. So in Scratchpads, there's a special workspace, and there's a command, toggle special workspace. That specific command toggles in any other Scratchpad, meaning you can use the same key combination for toggling it in and out. But with normal workspace, there's not a toggle workspace command. It doesn't exist as far as I know. So you need a little script to actually search for where Brave is and then bring it in and then take it out again. So let's look at the script quickly. So let's just close that one, and then I've installed Yazzie. Okay, let's just close this one as well. So Yazzie is just a normal file manager, a terminal based file manager, and excellent. I made a video that you can watch here where I talk about Jazzy a bit more. But yeah, you can actually check all your configuration files and scripts and whatever, even pictures in here. So anyway, let's just go to my script quickly. I saved it in config. Did I save it there? Yeah. And then in hyper, and then toggle brave.sh. And if I press enter, I can actually go to the code. Right, so it's pretty simple. It basically just initiates Brave. It launches it with this statement. So if Brave isn't running, launch it. Yes, so that's the command. So Brave, that will launch Brave. These are just flags that I use so to make Brave run better, and then not to ask that password thing, but you don't need that. You can basically just put Brave in there. And then let's go on to the next line. Get the current active workspace ID. So the active workspace is your main workspace. It will get that ID, right? And then get Brave's current workspace ID. Depends on where Brave is. It's in workspace 9, so it gets that value, right? And then with this little if else statement, this is the toggle part where you press a key combination, one key combination to toggle it in and out. So if Brave is here on the main workspace, send it to workspace 9. So toggle it out, and that's the command. Hyprland dispatch move to workspace silent 9. So it will send it to workspace 9. Now the silent is it doesn't move you with Brave. So if the silent isn't there, it will actually move your focus to workspace 9 as well. But you don't want that. You just want Brave to go there. Right. Else, if Brave is elsewhere, meaning it's in workspace 9, bring it to the current workspace, which is my main workspace. So Hyprland dispatch move to workspace current, and obviously the address of Brave. Focus the window so it's ready to use, and let's just focuses it. So that's basically the little script. And yeah, I can just bring in Brave now. Boom, there it is. I can work on it. If I feel the need to get it out of here, I can get it out of there. If I go to oversight, and there it is in workspace 9, I can actually go to workspace 9 where it hides away. I wonder if I press it here, what will it do now? Okay, it didn't do anything. Oh, it moved it over there. That's weird. Let's just go to workspace 1. And there's Brave again, send it away. So it works perfectly. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? So it was toggle Brave in and out while still tiling. Yes, we did that. And the script. Yeah, basically the script does everything. Yeah, I just wanted to make a Scratchpad with Brave, but still tile it with the other windows. And that is it. So like and subscribe if you like this video, and tell me if you have any interesting things that you do in Hyprland. Good.